Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Shit I'm 30 with me, your host Carla Wilmares. Now, if this is your first time listening to the show, welcome. And this is going to be one hell of an episode to start with. And if you're a returning listener, thank you so much and shout out to you for supporting me and this shitty little podcast of mine. Now, this week, I'm going to be joined by one of my besties, Mandii B from Whoreible Decisions, who actually stepped in for me as my producer this whole entire time that I've been out here in New York. And even though, as one of our fellow podcasters, Steven, said, we argue like a married couple, but trust me, we love each other, even if she says she hates me every other day. Now, I also brought into the studio someone that you might or might not know of. Yeah, right. Wax, or you might know him as WaxKyng. Recently, there was an episode on another podcast where some information was actually revealed, and I'm sure some of you that are probably listening right now were sent on a manhunt. So, boom, here you are. You made it. You found out who it was. So for the first time, you're going to get to hear from us how our relationship and our friendship started, our dynamic, which is so much fun. I can tell you that we are fun, but I am sitting across from two people that are a terror in front of a mic. You never know what's going to come out of their mouth. So I was definitely nervous this time around, even though I've recorded with the both of them a million times. Just in the beginning, I didn't know what they were going to say, but I let them rock. I let them say what they were going to say, and you guys are going to get a raw, unfiltered episode of our lives and a few other topics and unsolicited advice. So I hope you enjoy the show, and let's get it started. So this is an episode that we've been, or I've been asked for, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it, but it's happening, and we're here.
What's going on?
You make me nervous still for no reason.
What's up? What you nervous for?
Whatever. We're going straight into the shit you should know because I can't. Have you ever been regifted something from your parents?
Probably.
Have you ever regifted something?
That's my whole life.
Definitely have.
That's my life.
I know you have. So there's a parent that has been slammed for regifting confiscated iPads as new ones for Christmas to their kids. And I didn't see anything wrong with it, but they're being like told off online on Reddit specifically.
Thought that counts. Shut up.
So no, during the summertime, the kids were being bad and they had their iPads taken away. And they didn't deserve them back. They were being really bad in school. So they took them away and they told the kids that they sold them. So now for Christmas is coming up and they're having hard times. So they're not rich. They don't have anything. So they're thinking about taking these iPads, putting a new cover on them, and giving them back to them for Christmas as a gift. Okay. Do you think this is wrong?
I don't think it's wrong. They got it back, and the only thing they want to do at the end of the day is be on their iPad anyway. So who cares? Any new toy you get them, they end up being right back on the iPad anyway. So
they're not supposed to get them something new. I feel like the people that were commenting, they're like, you're sending them mixed signals. Is it a gift? You're not supposed to take gifts away. But if you can take gifts away from kids.
Rich people they talking to?
It could be rich people talking, right?
That's all rich people talking. Cause I get it. I would, if I could able to regift anything, even the things that I got for you, if I could sit there and regift that shit, I'm a motherfucking paint it or do some other type of shit.
You gonna take it back?
I'm a motherfucking regift it like a motherfucker.
To who?
To whoever. I regift mad shit.
Okay, well, don't regift my things. That means you're taking my gifts back.
You never know. I just act like you lost that shit for a couple months and then bring that shit back like I bought you a new one. You better watch me.
I'm going to watch you for sure. So some people were upset, but I don't think there's anything wrong with regifting things to kids or making kids think that Christmas is all about gifts. I'm seeing now, I feel like people think that Christmas is all about gifts and they forget about what it's really about, like having family and being together. And I'm excited to spend my first holiday with you.
Yeah?
Yes.
What happened?
Oh, so now you're going like you really don't know nothing.
Talk to me.
No, because I heard and I got some messages that you told some people that you didn't know if you would see your girl.
I didn't know.
For Thanksgiving.
I wasn't sure.
You weren't sure?
No.
And then what happened?
I asked you and you told me no, and then you surprised me.
That's what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, so you're going to lie here too? You can't come and lie every time you get on the
what
microphone.
What are you talking about? Let's just keep on rocking.
Okay. So, and how did I end up here?
You here. And it was a great holiday. The food was actually really, really good. You know what I'm saying? So that's big ups. He was a good host. You know, I can't get mad at it. It really impressed me. I was really impressed. You know, Mandii came and helped. Yo. You know
I don't know nothing.
Early. Had me in the store mad times. I'm over there like, yo, what the fuck?
No, I feel like you did a lot of things.
Shit?
I do have to thank you for like being so patient with me this whole time.
Oh man, thank God for weed and thank God for Jesus.
You have to stop saying the whole weed part.
Oh, why?
That's the only way you can deal with me?
It's not.
Yes.
It's like, yo, you.
You or you.
She, yo. Word up, yo.
No, I'm not that bad, y'all.
You're a lot.
For what? Oh, you're not that bad in the house and you ain't got nothing to do. Of course. It's amazing.
But you're a lot in any other capacity outside of podcasting.
Yes.
That's probably the only thing you do
Okay,
well.
so we're going to move on and talk about the fact why this episode came by and why it's different for me. I've known him as a friend, and now there's a lot of questions thanks to your amazing friend who can't keep anything to himself.
His name on my phone, don't tell him shit.
Literally. So when his phone rings, he has a friend he has him that's don't tell him shit. So we've been friends for a long time. So I know there's a lot of questions. Yes, him and I have been friends for a really long time. And
she made the moves on me.
I didn't make any moves.
You had to.
No, we're asked how everything happened. He had a plan all along.
Bullshit.
I met him. No. Do you want to tell a story about how you were in love with me when I didn't even know who you were?
I ain't gonna lie. It was this girl that was that had blue on at the live show that I went.
At the Whoreible Decisions live show,
This is all your fault, Mandii.
First off, the fact that both of y'all blame me.
It's definitely your fault.
Jesus Christ. So, yeah, it's funny because I think he thought you were my roommate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I kept hollering at you like, yo, what's up with your roommate?
What's up with your roommate? And I was like, but mind you, he also met Crystal, but didn't say that when Crystal was around.
And Crystal wasn't at the live show.
And she wasn't at the live show.
Yeah,
right.
So I thought that was Crystal the whole time. So I'm like, yo, what's up with her, y'all?
Yeah.
So, again, we start chilling or whatever. I started getting to know you.
Before that happened. So when was the live show? April?
So the live show was in March or April, and
happen.
then so this is right when Carla was really like, in order for me to take my podcast to the next level, I need to just get in the spaces with these creatives. So Charlamagne was going to be at a convention in Atlanta, and even though she had just quit her job, she made the investment.
I hadn't quit yet.
It was right before you quit though. She bought a ticket and paid for the convention to go see Charlamagne. Literally just talk on a panel, but there was a lot of people there.
Ton of people. It's the road conference.
So here I go. I get a text message. And Carla, because Carla is Carla and she's going to get backstage no matter where she's at. She's like, yo, I got to get backstage. And
I just knew I had to find him somehow. And I didn't know much about Wax, but I knew that if I saw this big black guy, Charlamagne would be around somewhere close.
So I literally text Wax and I'm like, yo, my crazy ass homegirl.
No, that was after because I had
he was
seen
in the bathroom. Yeah, he thought you were crazy though.
No, because I walk up to him and the first thing he said to me, bro, before you texted him, I walk up to him and I don't know what, I think I just said hi. He goes, have I fucked you before?
No.
Just like that,
no,
Amanda.
No.
Those were the first words.
I did not say that.
Mandii.
I said, did we have sex before?
Okay.
Because she looked like one of my girls, like, yo, like,
wait.
How do I know you? I was like, how do I know you?
Wait, Wax, you hit her with the have we had sex
just
before?
Like that.
I didn't know what else to say. It looked like one of my girls.
Is that a pickup line that you use?
It wasn't even a pickup line. I was for real. I was dead serious. Like, listen, because again, she was like trying to figure out like, who am I, or am I the guy, or whatever the case.
I knew you were the guy.
All right, so you knew I was a guy. You was all looking all fucking weird, and so I'm like, yo,
awkward.
is this one of my fucking stalkers, or is she about to tell me that I fucked her? I'm like, did I fuck you in college?
She was coming for child support.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this was. So I'm like, let me cut it straight to the chase. Yo, did we fuck? No. Boom. Now we can smooth this out.
That's funny.
That was the very first sentence.
I'm like, you
that
like
he
one
said
of the
to
girls
me.
I smashed. Like, you gonna like me soon or something.
This is a love story made in heaven. That's
Literally.
his first sentence to you? Yo, have we fucked before?
The first one.
I promise. That's definitely it. Did I fuck you before? Let's cut to the chase. No? All right, word.
So then what happened after that? Besides the fact that he told me to come get your psycho ass.
So then you guys talk, and by the time you guys were texting, we're cool.
Together.
We're hanging out. We're friends.
Yeah, peace. We wasn't friends. You know what I'm saying?
It was like we were cool.
Yeah, we was
that
cool.
That same evening, you signaled me with your head to come to backstage. Little do I know he had a bitch there already.
So what?
And the girl apparently wanted to go back there. He didn't let her go back there. I didn't know any of this.
I just smashed her.
I had just smashed this girl. And you can't open your mouth still, friend? Damn. So this friendship starts back in September, and I didn't realize how close we had gotten, how much we communicated.
She hit me every single day.
You hit me too. Whatever. He had a plan, and he knew he was in love with me.
But I still never knew that you was a girl in the blue that I wanted to holler at. I'm still like, you, but her roommate's dope. You know what I'm saying?
It's you the whole time.
The whole time.
The
So
whole
months
time
later, we put it back together like, oh, that was you. I think you saw a picture.
No. That's after we start smashing.
You realized after we started smashing?
Yeah,
First of all,
we talked about it at the crib.
You already knew that was me.
I didn't know that was you yet.
Oh. Well, anyways, we become friends. We had recorded episodes. We would
Whatever.
talk all the time, but we had a
Willie
conversation.
wasn't trying to smash, yo. Word is born.
No, there's nothing about you that I wanted to touch. Like,
You know what I'm
absolutely
saying?
nothing. And why was there nothing?
like-
Because I knew who you were. And
Who was I?
dirty, a whore, a slore. You had
Can
so
you
many
also
women.
just put to the fact that maybe
I had
you
a
said
boyfriend.
You had a boyfriend? That's what it was. Let's not shoot all the negativity onto Wax. Bitch, you were in a relationship.
I was in a relationship, and when I am in a relationship, it's like, that's what it is. But outside of that, he was not the person that I would think of being in a relationship with.
What's a slur? What's a whore? What's like all this other
God.
type
Okay,
of
Wax,
stuff?
when you say, I'm Wax.
I mean,
I'm
girls might want
Wax.
to give me some pussy, but I don't take everything. I take just as much as anybody else take.
No. You take the wax portion.
Wait, niggas love thinking that you should be happy for all the times they say no.
Right.
Oh,
Like,
come
say
on,
yes.
give me
Like, I need to
some.
give you a medal for your nose.
I need
No.
my medals for my nose, y'all.
Well, you're not getting them. So
Word up.
I loved him as a friend, and I thought like
I
we
ain't
had
gonna hold
great.
you. This is exactly why people have a problem with their significant others having opposite sex friends. Because here we are now.
Oh, word up.
No,
Word
seriously.
up. It's
Because
fucked
we
up.
talked about so many
fucked
things,
up.
and we had.
If you have a male friend, fuck you. I'm just telling you.
Because he wants to fuck secretly.
no,
No,
he
no,
says
no.
that all the time.
I ain't want to fuck her. Word is born. Like all to the side. She tried to. She put the moves on me, yo.
Yo, wait, we haven't even gotten there yet. Shut up. I didn't put no moves on you.
Definitely put the moves on.
Mandy's here to corroborate, but
She
not
was
yet.
here. She was
Not yet.
fucking set the
Can
whole
we
shit
wait
up.
till we get there?
God, now let's
Thank
just
you.
blame me the
Well,
whole time.
it was. So
Definitely her.
our friendship was to the point where we were in a car at one point in time, and he was telling me how he wanted a relationship and how he was ready to settle down and change. And I remember I told him this, sitting there feeling so bad for him. I was like, wow, he's never going to find a girl. Like, I really, really felt for him. Like, I really care for this guy. Like, we're really good friends. And I'm like, fuck, like, he's just going to be single forever. Like, and you could tell in his heart, like, he really meant it. He's like, one day I want to be with someone. Like, you were talking about your parents, how they're together and they're happy. I want this. And I was like, man, he's never going to have it. You're never going to be able to, slow down. You're never going to be able to be honest with a woman. I had just sent flowers to a girl because he was being a whore. It was his I'm sorry gift. So I was sending flowers to his girls. I'm not shutting. You don't know which one was I got them. They were going everywhere. There's all kinds of addresses. So these bitches will not know which one was
Yeah,
which.
she was like doing things for me for
This is what I'm talking
girls.
about. This is why I don't trust this whole platonic relationship.
But it was
Yeah,
platonic.
it was really crazy.
It
Like she
really
come up
was
and come
platonic.
chill. It's like
We were
it's
just
nothing
chilling.
like
We would have
yo.
breakfast.
I
It was
made
cool.
somebody upset and I hurt her feelings. I need you to do this for me so she can feel better. You know what I'm
Boom.
saying?
And
And it
there
was
I
like,
go.
and there she go, like Amazon early or whatever the case.
1-800
and make sure the
flowers.
girls get to stuff. Like it was all. I promise. I never tried to throw a move on her. Like it was
Nothing.
on some really really cool. She was just like, she's like a straight up dude.
Wax, your old hoes about to listen to this. And if they know that this bitch was sending them flowers,
I was sending
they're
y'all
gonna have a
flowers.
fucking connection.
I was sending flowers for sure. I wrote the message. I definitely typed out the message, but
I'm
this
sorry,
is to the
baby,
point
I hurt you.
for anybody that might think like there was something going on before, because I
It really
even
wasn't,
got
though.
there really
It really
wasn't.
wasn't,
I
though.
was in a
Word up.
relationship, so it's really hard, and I had a hard time explaining that there was
Me
nothing
too. I
going
was in
on
a
before.
relationship too.
Nigga, police.
I was.
Okay, a relationship, quote unquote. So I come up for New York, which is when everything started, and he didn't let me be here 24 hours before he made a move. Now, Amanda.
Whoa.
Okay, pause.
Pause it for real.
He didn't make a move.
Not one.
You and I were out,
Okay.
and as y'all know, we can't go straight home. So Wax hits us, and she's like, "Well, I'm
Whoa,
with
whoa,
Mandy right
Wax
now."
hits us.
Yes.
She maybe hit Wax.
Definitely. I'm in town, whatever. I'm like, what you
Whatever.
doing?
I
You
think you
knew
did.
I was coming from the day that I decided that I was coming
Right.
up
Of course.
here.
Of course.
So Wax knows we're out, and he's like, Well, we can go golfing.
No, I'm going golfing.
No,
No,
you
wait.
told
I'm
us
already
to
going
come
golfing.
Pull up on you to
Yeah,
golf.
come pull up on me because that's
Right.
where I'm going. Don't make it seem like I was just like, yo, come on.
No, you said let's go golfing.
You
You
did
only
say-
came
you
from
did.
Jersey to New York to go golfing with
No,
us.
I was already going
You
golfing.
were not. You were at the.
My
You
family's
were
supposed
with
to
your
get-
family.
Yes, and I was supposed to co-golfing. You like, you want to meet me? I'm like, peace.
What? No, we were so drunk. You asked us to come meet you. You paid for that Uber ride.
Honestly, Miss Debate Queen, this isn't nothing to argue about.
It is, okay.
Regardless, we met him to golf.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
those videos, y'all know, we still had not fucked.
No.
Because I get
no.
messages of, oh, y'all was fucking back then.
No,
We weren't.
no.
And so we meet to golf. Carla and I are fairly intoxicated. And somehow, even after golfing, we decided we still don't want to go home.
Unbelievable
So we
night,
end
yo.
up
I couldn't
then
believe
at
it.
a bowling alley to
Yes.
drink at the bar.
Shoot basketball.
And I was
I'm
like, I want to play
starving.
ball.
Yeah. So he's eating nachos. I'm drinking vodka tonic, vodka soda. Carla's drinking, and
Lord
we're
have
still
mercy.
intoxicated.
Then we go play basketball.
Yes.
Yep.
I win, per usual. And then we're like, let's go home or not. We hit up my friend EJ. Can
Yeah,
we
nothing
get
to do
in?
with this.
More. What happened?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going out with a couple of my guy friends. You know what I'm saying? We chilling.
We're hanging out. It's
We
everything's
hanging out.
cool.
We literally
And I would never even do this. I mean, I'm not being seen with some girl I'm smashing.
and we're literally then. So we leave the bowling alley because we're like, oh, it's still. Oh, sorry. We're like, it's still early.
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's
it-
still
it's
early.
2:00 in the morning.
No, was it 2?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
bitch.
late as
We
hell.
went to the club at 2 in the morning.
Bro, we
What
pretty
time
much
you
clo-
think we
we
went
almost,
there?
We almost closed down.
He
Vandal.
told us to get out.
That shit was like 4 o'clock. Yeah, they did. So then we leave the bowling alley and we go to Vandal and have more drinks. Mind you, I think we actually do.
Can we back
EJ
up a little
well,
bit?
EJ gets you
What
a
we
drink.
backing up?
We backing up because she start going between my legs
Uh-oh.
at the bowling
come
alley.
on.
Listen, put it like this. She start going between my legs and going, you know what I'm saying? And
When?
doing
Do you remember
really-
this?
Yes.
I do because then you started also doing your little cha-cha moves.
But
There
that
we
was at
go.
the club.
There we
yeah,
go.
no, but when you were doing that at the club,
But we're not at the club yet. He claims that I was all
The
over him
bowling
before
alley,
we got
at
to the
bowling alley,
club.
guaranteed.
you were standing up between his legs at the bar. Yes, you were.
For
He said he
sure.
told me to cover him, so I was covering.
Oh, good job.
See what I mean?
She did a great job.
I didn't remember this until like months later.
Yeah. So
Yeah, okay.
so there's that.
So why didn't you push me away?
Oh God.
Okay.
Carla.
I was intoxicated.
Come on.
We
We
were-
on drugs.
Okay.
Well,
So we
not
go to
literally.
Vandal.
Yeah,
Okay, what?
then we went somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
now
And-
it's
Oh
2 in
wait,
the
we
morning.
were on drugs because you gave us edible mints.
Oh my gosh, we were on drugs. That's what he
Oh.
drugged me.
No, let's not do that. See how Carla's problematic?
See?
That's not what
Yes.
happened.
Is she on drugs?
That is not. Honestly, what happened is
We got free
Wax
drinks
is
from
not
EJ.
a drinker,
At
and
all.
you got him to drink. So technically, you took
You got
advantage
me,
of Wax. If
definitely
we're
took
really gonna
advantage
talk
of
about
it.
this.
So we
Definitely
really gonna do that?
Yeah,
You gonna
Wax
agree with
the
that?
whole
I don't
night-
drink at all. And
Literally.
he kept on
shots. Yep.
put this in your mouth and making me sip and sip. Just
Yep.
taste the drink. And then filling on my meat. And then grabbing me everywhere she walked. She couldn't stop. If she walked to the other side of the court, she grabbed my hand, and I'm following. Everybody in that club knew that we was gonna fuck with us.
Everybody knew, but did you think we were gonna fuck?
So when you started, that's what I was gonna say. When you started doing your little cha-cha slide, and me and him were sitting next to each other, he did lean over and say, "Yo, I like her."
I said that.
100% you did.
No,
I
no,
didn't-
I said I
did
want to
not know
smash.
this.
No. You didn't say you want to smash.
Oh, did you?
leaned
Yeah, I
over and
said-
said, "Yo, I like your friend, yo." Do you
I
think
said
anyone
that?
else could get me out like this? Nobody else could get me out.
Oh
like
yeah, I said yeah, we cool. I fucked
No,
with your girl.
no,
I
no.
said
Tell
I must like.
yo,
I
like
got
your
to.
friend, yo.
Tell it, Mandy, because he ain't never told me this part.
You
I ain't
leaned
never
o-
tell myself either. I must
You
have been drunk.
you literally leaned over.
This time is how much.
was like-
How your drunk ass remember what
Drunk
my
minds
drunk
tell
ass
sober
said?
thoughts.
First off, I was the one who made sure we got home because we ended up in Jersey going to my house that night. It took us. How many wrong turns did she take to get us home?
I
that
wasn't driving.
night? You were, but you were in the
I
front
don't know.
seat being
You was
the
the one
direction.
navigating us. I don't know the fuck. I
Y'all
was doing.
just
I don't know
know,
the fuck I was
just
doing.
know, if you guys ever listen to the Shit I'm 30 podcast, y'all know she's a little out there. And then if y'all ever listen to Wax Be Wax, this is Tweedledee and Tweedledum together. Beavis and Butthead on
So
adventure.
he just told you. He just told
Harold and Kumar.
I probably already drunk.
Kumar. Wax just told you that this would have never happened if you were homeless.
Yes.
This is some bullshit.
If you were
Yes.
homeless or if you
I
only had a
would
couch.
have definitely went to the crib, and what she do? All right, so we on the way. Finally got there. Finally parked in the spot where I got a ticket at the very first night, which continued to kept happening and never stopped.
Yo, he got a boo in his car.
I paid for pussy for a long time. Literally.
You paid the government for pussy.
I paid the government for pussy.
But no,
it's fucked up.
I told the story because
welcome to the Bronx.
It was Mandii, and
Yes.
I really did not think we were gonna have sex. You came upstairs because I had cooked earlier that day, and we hadn't eaten anything. So I was like, yo,
3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. She said,
there was
come
rice and beans
upstairs.
upstairs.
Right.
Come upstairs, come eat.
Right, come
And
on.
I'm over here like,
about this, Carla.
I'm over here like,
promise you, at
oh my
no
Who's
God.
inviting a man upstairs at
Keep
3 or
going.
4 in the morning
And then keep going.
without giving them pussy?
Feeding them, and then say, come sleep on the bed, right?
Yo, come on.
Come sleep on the bed with me, right? Yo.
I wasn't gonna go this much into detail, babe.
I just want you to know these
Whole
are going to be
shit.
sound bites on other podcasts.
Listen,
like a motherfucker.
Straight whole shit, right? It said this. She was like this. You stay on this side,
I built
and
a
I'm
pillow
gonna stay on
fort.
this side.
Are y'all 12?
Listen, with pajamas and titties hanging out of her, and hanging out of her pajamas. So I'm over here like, oh, I'm gonna play this game for how long? Man? You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna stay right here. Without you said she was like this. She was more like no pillows or nothing. She said,
well, I asked you if you needed a pillow fort, and you said no, you're good. So I said face that way. I'll face this way.
How old are you? Is this what we're doing in our 30s? Jesus Christ.
This is what's going on.
It's worked for me before.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Well, somebody
I
that's
promise
gay.
you, it has worked for me. They're not gay. It has worked for me before. You face that way, I face this way. Period. Point blank. Let's just
That's
go.
childish. Don't
Well,
have
hey,
no,
if anybody who know me on this motherfucker knows he tried the right motherfucker.
Yeah, I definitely tried the wrong one. The point is that I wake up to like hands.
the point is, you
Yeah,
never
all right.
really fell asleep.
I was asleep.
Actually, no, I doubt it.
Talk to me. Keep talking, cause she knows
What
she
really
bullshitting.
happened and why I get the full blame
It's all you.
is because apparently she quote unquote woke up and started feeling hands. What happened next is I get awaken up out of my sleep
Yes.
while I'm asleep and hungover and trying to get a
I
good
don't know
night's
this
rest.
part.
And I hear and I'm like, come in. She's like, oh my God, you're supposed to tell me no right now.
That's not
But
what I said.
No. She's like, do you have a condom? And I
No, you're missing the first one. No. That is not how it happened.
You
I
nasty.
went to your room and I laid with you. I said, I can't go back in there. He's trying to fuck and we're going to fuck.
okay, you did say that.
So I laid down with her and she kicked me dumb hard and said, get the fuck out of here. The condoms are in the top drawer. I said, Mandii, I
did, that's
can't
what
go
I-
back in the bed. I can't go back
So,
in that room.
okay. So if we really, so yeah.
I tried to sleep with her.
Okay, so she got in bed with me. She did try.
I was gone for like a good
because
4
first
minutes.
off, you're not going to be
4
a top-
minutes.
4 minutes
No,
gone.
I would say 90 seconds.
Minute.
She
and
laid in
1
bed with
minute.
me and was like, oh my God, I'm gonna fuck him, and I don't
No,
want to fuck
that's
him.
not what I
No, you
said.
said that's what you just said. In other words, she's like, I don't want to fuck this man. Oh my God, what do I do? And at this point, I'm like, you're being a fucking child. There's condoms in my top drawer. Please get the fuck out of my room. And she's like, okay.
No,
Took the
I
condom-
didn't. I
Bitch,
didn't.
You took the
I
condom
left.
out and left.
Nope, I
No.
left. I went back to the bed and I told you, we cannot fuck. Like, I don't want to do this. So we laid back
Oh my
down.
God, this is a drawn out.
No,
At the end of the
because I
night,
didn't want to. Then
Okay.
he touched me again and I was like, fuck. So I went back and I said, where the condoms at again?
Okay, you see what I'm
And
talking
you
about?
pointed
Like,
at
anybody
them.
got time for
You
this?
got time for this dumb
No one
shit.
has
I really didn't want to
You
have
got time
sex.
for that shit.
Bro, you're 30.
And
Grow
ever
the
since
fuck
that,
up.
it was just been a messy.
Messy.
Ever since then, if y'all don't know, now it's time to announce this man lived in the Bronx 5 days out of the week for the entire summer. And we not only cooked and
Played
wow.
charades.
we played charades.
I showed y'all magic tricks.
We did magic. We watched
Movies.
movies.
Like I know these girls.
I went straight to my room while they cuddled in my. I was annoyed. I was just like, oh, okay. I guess
Oh,
two
she
people moved
hated
in.
coming home. But literally, Wax lived in the Bronx for an entire 3 months.
He did.
Oh wow.
And so I do want to say, because I'm sure a lot of what do they call what are your people called? The Wax Brigade? I don't fucking know. But you motherfuckers who hate me, just know I genuinely do like Wax as a person, but on mic, it's a different story.
I'm a cool guy
But
on the
he
mic
is a
too.
cool guy off
See
the
the
mic,
thing
so
is, I
there
don't
is no
think
bad
Mandii like to
blood
do.
with that.
Off the mic, it is a different
Mandii
person.
don't like to sit there and think. That's all.
Oh!
You don't like to think.
She doesn't.
Yeah, because everything I say, you got to think a little bit. Once you think a little bit, you be like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, I think, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
See, once you do that, you already missed it.
Yeah, but you already say you don't know nothing, so I'm just gonna go
I
with
don't
that.
know nothing, but you
No,
gotta
but that's
listen.
also. So I get a lot of questions like, how can you be with a guy like that? I
Because
think,
you're a debater.
and I love it.
I'm not paying no attention to you.
He don't pay me no attention. Yeah,
None.
you do.
I
Where?
don't pay you attention either.
I don't pay you no attention. You want to debate? I'd be like, you won. Hot. I'm not doing
No,
this with you.
Yeah,
But-
it's because you don't know how to spell gonna.
Right.
Who
It's
got time to-
Gonna.
Who got time to learn how to spell gunner?
That's
Everything is a
also-
language. Like I was trying to tell her, everything I do is a language.
Nah, for the first and last time I played Hangman with this
I'm
man.
about to play Hangman
and
right now.
No,
No.
he literally couldn't get the sentence right. I said, how am I supposed to guess the sentence that's misspelled?
When it's spelled wrong, you
Like,
can't do it. So I
you
tried to play it with him again the other day, and it was just miserable fail. It was a little girl. His niece, how old is she? 10? Poor 10-year-old is trying to figure out what it says, and she's just learning how to spell, and he's screwing the girl up. And she's gonna go back to school and spell gonna, and and gunna's
Alright.
not even a word.
We about to play Hangman
No,
right
we
now.
not
We're-
gonna play
Real
Hangman.
fast, 2 seconds. It's one word.
Carla.
Nope.
Okay,
Give
we
me-
really want to
give me a
play
letter.
Hangman right
Give
now.
me a letter real quick.
Okay, A. L. So the first letter is A,
Mm-hmm.
and it's 1, 2, 3, 5 letters.
Asshole.
Nope.
No, that's too many.
Oh.
P.
Nope.
O.
Nope.
But you about to hang a
E.
whole man. You're not allowed to start with the
A-E?
vowels, bro.
It's A. He has it spelled wrong. I know he has it spelled wrong.
Nope.
It's definitely spelled wrong.
Nope.
A E.
Nope. Just keep going.
A-E-I-O-U. This nigga.
It is.
He's so stupid. That's not a word.
It is a word.
No.
What's the
You know how
word?
many times I heard that word more than Matt?
What's the word?
A-E-I-O-U is not a word.
What you mean it's not a
Give me the
word?
paper. You're done. You're not ever playing Hangman ever again in your
Ever.
life. It's done.
Keep it away from him.
So anyway,
Oh well.
we're gonna.
Y'all hating.
There is a conversation that I want to. So you guys got the background of it. So we were just friends.
Yeah.
and now
And I
they're
started
lovers, and I'm trying to
smashing,
keep
and-
them
And now
from
she
having
can't get away
babies,
from me.
And she's gonna move up to Jersey, and there's a whole lot. that
What?
y'all
Turn the
just-
mic off.
What?
No, there are a few questions because I've talked about how I love the fact that we were friends first,
Yeah,
and we're
peace.
able to, navigate our relationship, especially one that's a long distance relationship.
Peace.
So I got asked a lot of questions. How do we cope with, being so far apart and dealing with temptation? Because I am someone that wants to be in a monogamous relationship. And
What that mean?
Monogamous?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
You ask me this every week, and I'm gonna stab you with this pencil.
What do you mean one more time?
Being with just one person,
Okay.
not cheating, being faithful. So we get asked about how do we have advice for other people being in long distance relationship. I've never been in a long distance relationship before. Have you?
Poor people can't be in long distance
mean-
relationships.
And that's not problematic.
What?
They can take the megabus. Thank you. He takes the bus all the time.
Me?
Yeah, to come see me. So what is
Don't be spewing lies.
so what's an advice what's something you would say that helps us, keep going long distance? Because when we left, our goal, I didn't think it was gonna last after New York.
Yeah.
And
Neither.
no,
Me neither.
Mandy definitely did not
Mandy
think
definitely did.
so. Mandy was our number one, like, y'all, this ain't shit.
Fuck
Y'all
yeah,
ain't never
y'all
go. You're
wasted
fucking
time.
delusional.
Oh, okay, this is
Yes.
enough there.
You
That's
were-
enough. Continue on with the
Yeah.
show.
The worst.
Yes.
So if we had anyone against us, it was Mandii B.
Definitely.
Like, that was our number one, like,
Definitely.
we're gonna break up, we're not gonna be together.
You wasting your time.
Wasting my
You know
time.
that's a whole ass nigga. You think that
I
nigga ain't gonna
definitely-
get fuck with what
I
pussy?
definitely wasn't here because, like, even how you just tried, like, he told you were in a relationship, he was in a relationship, and as soon
Right.
as he said he was in a relationship, you were like, oh, but not really. You just downplayed
That's
what a lot
everything.
of the other women may or may not have been.
It was
in
definitely
his life.
it was a
And
type
I
of
think,
relationship.
And so to me, it was.
It was a
See
relationship.
what I mean?
It was a type
but
of relationship.
So to me, like, there was a lot of things about her and me hearing from your own mouth what was going on and what you had stopped and people you had cut off. She was being, to me, a little bit delusional in what you had in these relationships with these other women. And I
Yeah.
think that when you did get serious with her and y'all saw that y'all could coexist in a long distance realm, when those women were cut off and they started coming at her,
All right.
I had to tell her, do you not see that this man, regardless of what you think their relationship was, in their mind and what he may have portrayed to them, it was a lot. And
Yeah.
so I think that
Whatever it was.
whatever
it
it
was.
was.
So
So I think that why I thought that y'all weren't going to be what it was because in her mind, what she expected out of you, I told her she was being delusional in believing what you had with other women at the time.
And what he had to say as well, because we would talk about monogamy, and I said, I don't.
What that mean?
See?
Stop,
Right.
babe.
All right.
Stop. Ugh. And because you would do that all the time in the living room saying that you didn't know what monogamy was every 2 seconds, she would then tell me I was delusional again because she didn't believe it. And I do believe whatever it was that you had, I didn't know at first until the very beginning. But communication from the get-go for the both of us is really important because you told me right away what you had going on, and I told you what I had going on.
Peace.
And I was extremely open with you. I did something in the beginning, and I didn't think you would come back from that. I didn't think we would still, like...
We were still cool at the end of the day. I mean, I'm used to that because at the end of the day, it's like all my girls had boyfriends. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was really, at the end of the day, nothing to me. So I feel like we both had committed to each other, and it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I was selling pussy. I had pussy.
But you can't say it was nothing because even when I told you, you were like, damn, thanks
Nah,
for telling me.
I
But
mean, peace, respect. But again, even sometimes when I dealt with these girls for a while, and I went, and I knew that they was going out to go fuck this dude, and when they came back, it was like, yeah, we fucked or whatever, and then I fucked somebody else, and I got some bread for that. I felt the way, but I shouldn't have felt the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, how the fuck I feel about this off, and I know what the fuck is going on.
Right.
I can't control my feelings or whatever the case may be, but yeah, that's how I knew that was like, damn, I felt a little something off that. Like, that's how I knew it was a little something. You know what I'm saying? But to get to the question, what they were saying is like, we both grind. You know what I'm saying? That's what helps. I'm never home anyway, so it was like, if I was to both be in Jersey anyway, I'm never home. Like, you're never home because we both, like, we're busy.
Yeah, because that hoe be in the Bronx with me. I'd be like, leave. Shit. Don't come back.
But yeah, I'm always on the road. I travel a lot, and you got a lot of things that you do. Like, you stay busy. Even when we home right now, you always on the computer. You're always trying to grow and grind yourself. That's the thing that attracted me to you. Like, you always trying to build yourself and make yourself a better person. And that's what, I guess, keep you focused on, not trying to send pussy pictures like I be getting on my phone and all this other dumbass shit.
Jesus.
I'm just saying, it happens. Like, a lot of motherfuckers be sending pussy pictures and shit when they bored.
Real bored.
When they
And this is
bored.
people
That's
you don't
always
know.
how they
This
do
is people
it.
you don't know.
Yeah, they just shit just come out.
So how do you cope with temptation? So we're in 2 different cities, and I think
Mm-hmm.
communication is one of the biggest things that we do deal with.
Me
We
being
communicate
busy?
Even being busy, you were out here
Yeah.
doing a lot of things, and you're in
Yeah.
different cities, and you're moving around.
You're right.
So even then, there's still you still have the realm to do anything that you want to do. Because I've always told you, I don't keep you faithful. I don't do this to you.
You keep me on the phone.
A whole lot. And
Let
actually,
me say our communication is like to the top to anybody.
a
we,
thousand. It's
Yeah.
too much.
It's
in my
supposed to be
personal
on
opinion.
point.
but it has to be,
Well,
especially long
that's
distance.
what I was gonna say. The same way. So I'm very busy right now and stressed. There's a lot going on, and I don't travel half as much as Wax. And we talked about it. But even right now, I feel like I don't have much time to just be fucking off.
Right.
And so when he didn't have you, those little instances or blurts that he's on the phone with you or does have free time, he's with you. So
Literally.
the time that he's with you, that's when he would have time to
Pussy,
fuck with
yeah.
girls.
But
For
he's
sure.
choosing. So this is the important part because I feel like certain girls are like, oh, I'm in long distance relationships, but they don't communicate or he's taking his time. You choose to spend your time that's free with me, whether that be on the phone, on FaceTime, visiting, like physically. You're choosing that. It's not. You don't have to do any of that.
But you gonna come? You gonna come
I
to
would
me? Or
say
you gonna beat
have
me
to
up?
if you want.
I'm not gonna beat you up.
She talking about I don't have to.
Yeah,
Picture me
she be
having-
lying. I know.
Nigga.
Physical abuser. I know.
What?
That's what we gonna
So
do.
hold on, you telling me?
Right.
Did I get
Because
the
I ain't
what?
gonna lie.
Shit.
And I'm curious to see how this is gonna work. In the wintertime with snowstorms because she has a fit.
It's
If
gonna
your
work the
flights
same
get
way.
Canceled. If you can't come when you say you're gonna come.
He flew into a hurricane
But
to
that's
be
what
with
I'm
me.
talking about. That's some bullshit that you have to realize.
I didn't
That's why
know
he's
that. It
saying
was already-
It's not that he.
it was
he
already-
has to.
it
Because
was
of you,
already
you throw
thing.
tantrums.
It was already booked, but yeah, it was.
Yeah,
You
you
gonna
do
say
throw-
I throw tantrums
you do
and
throw
you don't
tan-
sit here and make sure you come see me?
Bro, but you throw tantrums.
I
if-
don't throw tantrums, and fuck y'all.
Bitch.
We gonna move on from this
Okay,
because I
cool. Look at
Don't
his
you
face. And you call me if anything happens to his flights and comes in, he can't get in for another 2 hours. I'm on your
God forbid.
God for fucking.
So this is what we gonna do.
Yes, let's be
the
real with your audience,
fuck?
please.
This
Jesus
is what you gonna do?
Christ.
I'm just saying. Listen, and I ain't even mad at. Like,
I didn't know both of y'all were characters on the
if somebody love me, if that's what it is, that's what it is. Like, I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? That's just you seeing a love from somebody. Like when they really love you, this is what you
so
get.
You're not crazy. He's insanely crazy. If I don't answer the phone, he's gonna call again and again, and then I'm gonna get a message. What the fuck you doing? I'm taking a shit, and I left my phone in the room.
You ain't taking no shit.
No, I answer when I'm taking a shit.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, you'll literally open the phone up and be taking the shit. And that's one of the things that we used to both do to each other.
When we were just friends.
When we was cool. Like, I'd be like...
Y'all are, once again, just feeding into the stereotype.
Listen. I always say that. Like, listen. If somebody's too cool with somebody, they most likely or eventually going to fuck. I don't care if it's 10 years later. Something going to happen. And I don't know why.
So it wasn't destiny that we got together?
Destiny and you wore that pajamas ain't had no on.
Right.
Like Piggy Boo, like my titty, it's just a titty. And I'm like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about?
Women are so childish.
So dumb.
I was
and
drunk.
That's so irresponsible as well.
It's so irresponsible.
We're not going to get into that conversation.
I shouldn't have done that. I took 40% of the blame for that.
40?
40.
Majority.
No, it was 60-40. I took 40.
51, 49.
I would, and
so
I'm
I'm
have
49.
to take the 40.
You
I mean, I have to take the
up.
60.
You gave him
I wanted to feed him.
Fed me.
You gave him liquor, and he told you he's not a drinker.
I don't drink.
You invited him in
He's
the bed
a grown
with you.
man.
Yeah. So know what you putting in the house. Know what the fuck you putting in there.
You could have set him up on the couch, bro.
Really? He was going on the couch?
No. See, this is you. You invited him up, bro. Like, women need to take accountability. You can't sit here and then get mad.
I was never mad. I had a great time.
But
listen,
you
and let me.
Oh my God, I don't want to
listen.
His hands are on me, bitch.
Listen,
it
and let
good.
me.
I didn't want it.
Listen, and let me not have fuck. I would have been all type of punk ass.
No,
gay.
not
gay.
at all.
You think he might be gay?
Yep.
He
Seriously?
ain't touched me at all.
That's not true.
Y'all gonna
I
do
would
that.
never do that.
Listen, I'd rather you get told no, don't touch me, don't stop. Before you sit there and be like, this nigga gay. I'm
I
like,
definitely
I
said
gotta
no.
touch it or something. Like,
Wax?
Listen, you know what happened? Listen.
Wax, I said
listen.
no.
Yeah, okay, good job. Like this. Her fucking, the other part of her pajamas
Drawers
hanging
all
off.
I know.
Drawers. She ain't had those fucking drawers on.
Them little silk shorts or whatever. Right.
And then the red robe. Don't talk about the fucking red robe.
Oh.
That is sex written all over it.
I know. I agree.
My red robe?
Yeah, what you mean your red robe? But that is sex. It's spelled out. I'm about to just say sex on it.
Yo, we walked into the house one day, late at night.
Lord Jesus.
And Ayana was wearing the red robe, remember?
Jesus. Listen, by the way, how's your mattress?
Nigga, I'm about to invoice you if you really want to play. You about to buy me a new mattress.
That bullshit.
No.
I done had to flip and rotate that bitch for my guests.
If they only knew.
That poor mattress.
Literally, my towels, everything was destroyed. I had to get a whole new comforter set for that bed.
No, the comforter was...
No, it's a new comforter set than the one you had this summer, ma'am. It is.
It was his fault. How do you build a healthy relationship with me? I feel like it is a way healthier relationship that I've ever had.
Keeping 1,000. You know
I'll
what
be
I'm saying?
honest too. I also think y'all are still in the puppy love phase.
Bro, it's been 6 months.
That's definitely still puppy love phase.
Yeah.
You think so? I don't think so.
100%.
So when I was talking to Lex, they were like, within 2 weeks, if you still feel something, like that's something. And then within a month, it's
Well,
like...
no wife.
Fuck outta here.
No, because it's for different people. My fault. It's for different people. Like, for me, I am like a 1-2 week type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. That's always been me. I know if I'm feeling you within the first couple of weeks. Certain
See,
dudes.
but I think it's different for you too, and how this happened, because with me, say I'm talking to a guy for the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Whether he's local or not, within those first 2 weeks, I may see him 1 or 2 times. Y'all motherfuckers, for the first 14 days, saw each other 13 days out of the 14. So I can see why it was a little escalated. If I'm seeing somebody daily within the first 2 weeks.
I'm
But
saying.
he put that effort.
Majority of the people, though, within 2 weeks aren't seeing each other that much because they do have 9-to-5s or children. You were up here. We were just fucking creating. He creates and has his job where he's free in the evenings. So, like, the availability and schedule that you guys have is not...
No, I was
it's not
flying
the
out.
No,
it's not
he
the
was
normal
flying.
schedule.
He literally would come in for just like 4 hours.
2 hours. I literally come in, put my bag,
luggage,
fuck her shit out of her, and leave.
Wax!
Oops,
There were
sorry.
plenty of days you came over and we did not fuck.
And then guess what?
Okay.
Then on the days where you didn't even come, she was popping up at fucking Hot 90s or whatever the fucking radio station is.
Yes, you
Learning the
I
boards.
First of all, I was there with Dwayne.
Right, but who was there?
I wasn't
He
there.
was.
I wasn't seeing him. No, when I would go there,
I wasn't
literally, we did not speak. So that's one thing that we
A little bit,
No, so that I was very,
Just try
very
not to.
adamant.
No, because even when we went up there, y'all just like whispered to each other. So it was cute, but y'all were still talking
That's
to each other.
because you knew.
And then y'all were texting each other the whole time, right across. from each other.
Nobody knows that.
Right, so then that adds like.
Because nobody's supposed to know.
Nobody was supposed to know.
Right. So, I mean, but you're
and
still...
I was very scared. So my biggest fear when I told him it was that I didn't want anyone to think that anything that I had was because like he did something or I like fucked my way into
I
something.
definitely didn't have nothing to do with it.
I
Can't do anything really.
So really, when I would walk into a room, it was like, please stay over there. Like, don't come by here. Let me work
you
what
do
I
your
do.
thing.
Like,
Peace.
don't come by here.
Yeah. So wasn't no hookup over here.
No.
I mean, it's really nothing I can do. Once I get in your business, I can't put you on no boards. I damn sure can't teach you shit.
You over here asking me to do technical stuff.
You know what I'm
for
saying?
you.
Like, I can't even turn the fucking computer on. Like, she helped me do some shit that I needed to do with some land shit that I'm calling her a fucking genius. She probably like, press that button. Now she's a fucking genius. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's just not me. So, of course, I couldn't.
No, but I was scared.
She's very creative, man. She's really good with certain things. Certain things.
That's the
Just
only thing.
certain things.
Yeah, okay, well, fuck y'all.
The rest of the
Seriously.
shit,
The rest of
God made me be equipped to be able to handle and take the wheel.
Honestly,
Literally.
Honestly, who else would have been able to deal with me the way you do?
I look at him like, there's no way somebody else is going to deal with
I already
this
said I
shit.
don't know how we're friends.
So you don't know how we're friends. He doesn't know how we're together. I don't know how I'm with him because he says some shit sometimes that I'm like, did
I
you
gotta
just
say that shit to you.
No, you don't.
You gotta snap into it like, Bo, somebody gotta hit your ass up sometimes. Like, yo, what the motherfucker you
All
doing?
summer I did.
You have to.
No, it's really bad.
If you think you're gonna be all the way patient, like everything is like patient, like took the wrong turn again for like another 40 minutes. It's only 15 minutes we're supposed to get there.
That's it.
It's an hour and a half.
Okay, we're not
over.
going down that
Do you know how
road.
long it took us to get to your house after the studio the other night? We didn't get home till after. It took us over an hour, and it was supposed to be a 27-minute drive.
You understand what I'm saying?
So we did- okay, guys.
So you curse her out. Oh, you
And
wong.
then, no, and then here's the problem. Then she just.
You
She
know
laughed.
me. Just try to bring up something that you like. You like toasted strudels? No, motherfucker. I don't want no toasted strudels right now.
But you still eat the
I don't want no
toasted
fucking toasted strudels. She knows every time she do something wrong, toasted strudels. I don't want no fucking toasted strudels right now.
Yes, you do want toaster strudel.
Yo, then
But you eat them.
She take me to fucking Target. Yo. Everybody in the world know I love Target. Me and Target is like this.
He don't like Target no
I
more.
don't fuck with Target, man.
He's done with Target.
I'm done.
After going with her, right?
I ain't got time for this shit.
Oh
man.
yeah, I know.
Now I actually know all about Target. I thought Target only had one section. The TV section, the white socks, white beating, and drawers. That's the only section I thought they had. I know the whole fucking store now. I don't even like that place.
She makes you go down every aisle.
Every aisle, every corner. I know the corners.
We needed things. There's things we needed, and you picked up more toaster strudels.
I got to now. I gotta make myself feel better about this
Right.
fucking trip.
'Cause she be stressed.
She lucky. Yo, she took me to IKEA, yo. I never had anxiety in my life. Like, I'm thinking these motherfuckers is crazy that I go to the book tour with Charlamagne. Yes.
You think anxiety was fake
The-
until
or motherfuckers just crazy. They just call them a new word. You know, like the short yellow bus, the dudes is retarded. Now they mentally challenged.
Oh my
You understand what I'm
God.
saying? Now I
you
think
thought
that she.
anxiety was just another word for crazy.
That's it.
I hate you.
Because listen, I'm at the book tour. I see these motherfuckers inside the
Jittery
inside.
shit?
They over there like this with their hands and shit. So I'm over here like, I'm like, yo, bro, we got two. Did I see? We gonna get them out of here fast. You know what I'm saying? So talk to the other security guards. You see them two right there with the red shirt, the yellow shirt. We gonna get them out of here quick as possible. They too jittery for me.
So what happened
You know what I'm
to
saying?
IKEA? We went to IKEA to help you with your house.
I understand that, but Jesus Lord. First, the place has only got one door in, one door out. One way in, one way out. And then it got a million fucking floors. And you got everybody. Then we going the wrong way.
Oh,
We
I know
going
I was the
against
wrong way.
traffic.
Of course you are.
we going against
'Cause you're a
traffic.
threat. Of course you
We
are.
weren't going against traffic. We were going against the arrow. But it was his fault.
She wanted to look at everything.
I know.
It could be a dot on the wall. She was like, this dot would be nice on you.
I think
if
she has undiagnosed ADHD. but
It is diagnosed.
Something.
Oh, you're diagnosed?
Yes.
What the fuck
You just-
is wrong?
she
You
just
gotta
doesn't- she
tell
doesn't take
people
her
this type of
medication,
shit.
so-
I don't like to take. He doesn't like for me to take the medication.
I don't like you to take shit.
Yeah,
I
I
got a
wish I
dick.
knew.
What the fuck you need
I'm
that shit
force-
He
for?
tells me that it's
I'm
cocaine.
force feeding you.
It
that
is, but no.
medication.
I smash it right. As soon as I smash it, she like right back.
Oh,
Yeah,
can't let him.
yeah.
Babe.
So nice.
So what happened to your anxiety attack at IKEA? How did it happen?
I felt like this is something that, like, I got so pissed off about being somewhere. In every corner, I was just like, please let it be daylight so I can get the fuck out of here. Like, let it be the exit. If that last one wasn't not the exit, I knew I would have blew.
But it wasn't the exit. We had to go to the register, and the register was long as hell.
Then she wanted the motherfucker go again. She wanted to go out. She got out the line that we was in and went out the motherfucker to go get something else. I said, I'm going to leave the motherfucker. And then when we got in there, when we drove in there, she made me drive 3 parking lots over and said, that's IKEA. We had to get out the car and walk because she thought the fucking parking lot for IKEA was all the way over there.
For Thanksgiving, we had to leave and get knives. I said, Wax, no worries, just smoke a blunt. We'll be back in 45 minutes.
Yes. It was
We got
3:15.
back
4 o'clock is supposed to be.
3 hours later,
That's us.
5 stores later,
Yeah.
because knives turned into a field trip.
Well, we needed the
Unbelievable.
stuff. You were helping. Now, don't even come over here talking about it was you. That cart got filled up by you.
I don't know nothing.
Exactly. I don't care what she's saying. As I was picking up stuff, she was coming from other aisles with shit to put in there. I'm like, damn.
You got to get toasted strudels.
No, we did get toaster shooters, but you didn't have an anxiety attack, babe. You did pick up the
Almost.
thing, and you didn't want to wait for
My
the
fingers
elevator.
start jittering.
Yeah, you were jittering a little bit, but it's not too bad. You went grocery shopping. You were just fine. You're doing great.
I'm trying, actually.
You're trying. I think people are realizing, I guess, now that they know that my stories were you. They're like, oh my God, it all makes sense, but it doesn't because that's Wax. So
Yeah.
you're a personality and you have your way of thinking, but I think you're trying and I'm trying for us to do something different.
Yeah, this
Like, we
is
grew up.
this
We're-
is
we're
much
grown.
this is much
Are you?
harder to do. To getting pussy easy. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like some easy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like really, really. Just waking up every day and just try to think about one person. And I mean, I can't control that anyway, but just like when other pussies coming after me, you know what I'm saying? Let me say it like that. Is the way I'm dodging is whatever you do for something for 30 straight days, you start becoming way better at it. Start becoming a habit. So me saying, no, I'm good, and like don't show up or standing people up and not going to see them and stuff like that, I'm starting to get much better at it because now 30 days went by a couple of times. It's like, I'm getting so good at this. Now it's like, come on, let me see what you got. It's just like, nah.
Oh, wait, you want him to come with it?
No, I'm just saying, like, I want to test myself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to test myself, but if it comes, I'm like, which one gonna make me be like, nah? You know what I'm saying?
Wax.
What's up, baby? I already know. You tell me this all the time, and let me finish my fucking thing so I can tell you how many times you threaten me to let me know the reason why I won't be like even hesitant because I'll be like, she sent this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
You think I sent them?
Oh yeah, I'm not going after nothing because it's like you sent her or Mandy sent her
Hey,
or
chill,
somebody
chill,
sent
chill.
her.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not even doing it.
I told you I'm not going to test. There's no reason for me to test you. There's no
Peace.
reason for. You've given me. It's something I've never done. You've given me passwords to like all your shit, and I
Yeah.
can go through your phone. I can hack into your iCloud if I wanted to, or into your phone, and I don't feel the need to.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's something that I wish everyone could at least in their lifetime experience, knowing that they can trust somebody blindly.
Yeah.
But you make that possible for me.
Yeah. I mean, I actually leave my phone around. It's like I never did that before. I give you my phone. I was like, I had my phone somewhere, and I was like for a while, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like I was really like glued to my phone, and times you hand me my phone, I'm like, I didn't know what shit was in there. Like I'm not even. It's fucking unbelievable.
Today I handed it to you. It was there forever, and you're like, my phone wasn't there. Yeah, but when I see it,
I leave
I
it.
remember if I think back to my past relationships, when I saw your phone in the kitchen, and when I see it anywhere, you go take a shower and it's just laying around. Before,
Yeah.
I would have jumped at the opportunity of going through that phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't. I know. I do believe, and if you go looking, you're gonna find something.
You gonna find something. I'm just saying some titties somewhere. I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
What the fuck?
no, this don't usually happen. She don't usually do that.
Yeah, okay. No, if I go looking, I'm gonna find something, but it could be out of context. And
Can I get
I
that
just
pad back? Go ahead.
I trust you enough to do the right thing and keep my feelings in consideration, because we talk about anything that I do is going to affect you, and anything that you do is definitely going to affect me. Yes. And I told you recently I'm waiting for the bomb to drop.
Yeah, same. I mean,
like it's been 6 months. When is it going to drop? And I don't want it to. I
don't want it to drop either. But maybe, it might not even drop for bad. It might drop for good. You know what I'm saying? It might be something good, because, again, it's like, relationship is really, really, it could be easy. Like, people like, oh, it's hard. Motherfucker, it's hard because you don't want to be with the motherfucker.
You think that's why it's hard?
Yeah.
I don't find this to be
This
hard.
is not hard at all. This is so fucking easy. It's just dealing with your retarded shit. It's just, and the rest of the shit is cool.
It's funny because what y'all are saying is kind of what I've been saying in my drought of dating, I would say. If you hate each other early, or you're arguing early, or you're noticing that y'all are already disagreeing and having, spats early on, there's no reason to really continue. Yeah. And I'll say, like, for a long time, even with you two, even though y'all were seeing each other 6 out of 7 days a week, goddamn. And now that y'all are seeing each other even on a weekly basis, despite being long distance,
That's crazy.
There's not much. I think because y'all are both retarded. Sorry for the use of that word. But y'all both find ways to still make each other laugh, and you still are excited about seeing each other. Yes, and I think that's why I said that y'all are still in the puppy love phase, because I don't think that y'all have really had anything to really come back from yet.
What you mean?
We have.
Maybe got things to come back from.
I mean, I know the other girl, like, there's.
We've had plenty of things. So I don't think so that's a thing that I feel like is a pessimistic thing. A view of it, because I view my cousin Javier, and I talk about his relationship all the time. They're, I think 20 something years in, and he still calls her beautiful every day. Right. They still get excited. Right. They still play games.
I know my peoples too. They like really still on their girls. Like, they love theirs, and they've been together for years.
But so I would say that that's probably in the minority.
Yes,
because
what that mean?
Me, well,
it doesn't happen often.
Especially because to me, in our generation and how society is with dating,
right?
They feel like jealousy and a lot of toxic traits means you love someone.
And that is, we grew up that way. That's our culture. We gotta fuck them up. We gotta fight, and that's what I thought all the time. Like, putting hands on somebody. And when we argue, thank God he doesn't know better. He doesn't argue.
He gonna break your fist if you try to hit.
He'll just break my finger, and I'll cry. No, but during a heated argument, there's no point in me putting my hands on him or saying let's fight, or for what, even if I'm gonna get my ass beat.
That's because he's not little and you're not gonna win. That's why you needed a nigga this size, because the other guys that you dated may have been a little smaller, so you felt like you could beat a nigga up. You know you ain't beating this nigga up.
Shit, bro.
And I'm not gonna lie, even all summer, I'll be honest, when she's seen you in your role as a protector, it like made her pussy wet. She's like, oh my God, did you see what he looks like being in protection
No,
mode?
because
I loved it. When we went to Revo and she saw you like move the crowd like the parting scene, she's like, girl, my pussy thriving. Look at him.
Because I've never met him that way. I didn't meet you as like this serious guy. I don't see that side of you ever.
You're not supposed to see monster mode.
Yeah, but I never even saw you at work. I think that was the only time, maybe 1 or 2 times that I ever seen you like actually working, and it's a completely different person. I think that's who everybody else gets to see, and they don't get to see the side that you and I saw.
This is not a word, though?
No, it's not a word.
Oh, all right, keep going.
Good gosh, it's not a word. Anyway, it says go into unsolicited advice, and I just have a bunch of questions that I figured that you could help me answer, because they're not that long. No, it's like 2. They're very small. They're not letters. They're actually questions. One of them says, I struggle with having no goals or having difficult time making new ones. What process do you use for crafting goals? And I knew you were going to be here, so it was going to be a good one for Rose to do, because he has goals that are changing all the time. I've met goals and changed them. You meet your goals and you're like, what's next? I think all 3 of us are always like, what's next? Bro. And struggling with not having goals is something that you have to look within yourself and where you want to be, where you want to go. And sometimes it's hard to figure out. I think that's when you figure out your passion. I don't know what my passion would be until probably 2 years ago, when I felt that feeling, when I started talking on the mic and I started realizing what I really loved. once you find your passion, you can create goals, but I think you can set goals before that, because before I found mine, I set my goal of, I want to be in this industry for this long. I want to save this amount of money. Once I got there, then you reassess and sit back again and try to figure them out. So what are some ways that you're always changing what you got going on, that you set goals for yourself?
When I take a shit, it's the truth. It's like
talk about. Wax, come on.
I'm just keeping it real.
Whenever you see his mouth go like this, he about to say some bullshit.
Nah, I'm just telling you. People understand. It's like when you take a shit, right? It's a reason why you sit down. People think you're supposed to like take notes and stuff when you sit down at your desk. No, God made us sit down in this form, so when you're taking a shit, all your thoughts and stuff,
you do not
can
bring
come
God
out.
into this.
It get out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like all your bad thoughts and stuff, that's the time you're supposed to think about when you're taking the shit. So when you take a shit, all the bad thoughts and stuff leave with you.
This has nothing to do with goals. We're going to skip you.
This is
Mandy,
the goal.
I'm skipping you.
That's a goal.
For me, I would say, in terms of making goals, and this is something that I think you and I talk about often too, is not putting all of your goals together.
Yes.
So making short-term and long-term goals.
Mm-hmm.
So making your goals for the week, then for the month, then maybe for the next 6 months, then for a year, and then maybe even 5 years. And you wanna do this because if you don't, you can't achieve all of your goals at once.
Right.
And I think that that's also a way to become insecure. Is if you set too many goals for yourself at once and you see that you're not reaching those goals, then it just
you put
pushes
yourself
you
down.
back. Yeah. So I would say to make small goals and definitely time them.
Build
to
momentum.
Make sense.
Yep.
Yeah, like at least reach them. And if you didn't, sometimes it might be, I talked about this on an episode of setting goals for 2020. Maybe you might realize when you made your vision board, you didn't make enough. So challenge yourself a little bit more and say, you know what, I reached those kind of quick. Maybe I didn't think I could do that much. Now you know you can do more. And put a little bit more on your plate, but don't fill it up all the way. And now you're overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed sometimes. And I set way too many goals for myself and I end up having anxiety attack and panic attacks and I can't think. And it gets really bad. So I have to go back and regroup and say I need to take some things off and put them off for a little bit a little bit further away.
Not only that, I know we're in the creative space, so I know one of the other things for those of you who are in 9-to-5 positions, realizing that you can't make goals that are determinate by something that someone else has to do.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, if you're in a position and you're saying, oh my God, by the end of the year, I want a promotion to, my goal is to be promoted to another position.
That's a terrible goal.
That's a terrible goal because unfortunately, that's only, your company has to make that decision.
But what you
it's not
can do
something
it-
that you really have control
It's say
over.
I'm going to be more efficient at my job.
Right.
I can
So I
do
can
A,
get
B,
it.
C, and D. That makes me overqualified and makes me the best candidate for that promotion. If you get passed up on it, you know what? That door wasn't for you.
No,
Right.
say suck my dick.
Well, that too.
You could do that, and then you can leave. Make sure once you say that, you out the door.
But I think that's definitely something that when it comes to making goals, don't make goals that someone else has control over. Your goals have to be
Respect.
something that only you can control.
That's
Yes.
it. I'm glad you said that.
And I say make short-term goals, like do things for like if you ain't used to doing 10 push-ups every day, like you like do that. Try to always try to get the momentum of reaching your goals fast. Like get little tiny goals that you're like, I'm gonna eat good today just for 24 hours and be good. Start doing little things like that and like, oh, I reached that. Now you're in the momentum of, starting to reach
And don't
out your
forget to
goals.
celebrate
Your
your
little
goals.
shit.
Like you guys celebrate them. Like put a post up or tell your family or
I bought a Gucci belt.
Go get some
because
pussy.
you rich. You and this pussy.
All right, baby.
He's talking to the listeners, not him.
Jesus, they don't sell. You don't go celebrate by just going and get some pussy.
I
What
used
the
to
fuck you
celebrate
talking
with some
about?
dick. That's
I'm going to
bad.
celebrate and get some motherfucking pussy. Baby, where the fuck you at? You already know what time it is.
Boom.
You got
Early.
it.
You're annoying. Next question.
You get it
Next
quick.
question. Ew.
Early.
I'll do this career one, and then the last one has to do with parents. How have you avoided falling into the comparison trap as you build your career? How do you stay encouraged when others are progressing faster than you? I like this one because
but
we talk about this all
don't
the
compare
time.
Did I ever do
yourself
that?
To nobody.
You don't
Oh.
compare yourself to
Hell
anyone.
no.
And-
I don't measure
I'm
myself
wax,
by the
period.
success of anyone else. I'll look and see what someone is doing, and it's like, all right, let me just kind of view what steps they're taking and maybe try to emulate that to get to where they are. But as far as comparing, I think that everyone has different paths.
You can't compare. Plus, you can't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10.
Right.
And there's so many times that we're just viewing from the outside, but we don't know how long that person has been grinding.
Right.
And I sit in a space, and I know I've been asked this a lot, being around you and now being around you, Wax, and they're like, they're these people that they're so big, they have these personas, they have these platforms, and I'm not there, and I don't compare. I don't look at y'all's numbers. Why? Because you've been in this industry for God knows how long. Many you outside of your podcast have had.
That's fucking hoes.
True. Your dick is quite famous, sir.
I'm only playing. Come on,
so
baby.
you outside of the podcast had a blog, and you were doing the SBs, and you were known. You have a book.
Baby,
like
you want to edit this shit.
what?
What happened? No, because you done did all this goddamn talking. Nope, nothing's getting edited.
You just asked me if I'm gonna edit this. Now you want to ask an hour in if I'm gonna edit.
Hour in if you editing this shit. See,
Are we out in?
nigga, yes.
I thought it was like 15 minutes.
So he wants you to erase all this shit.
You want to start over?
We only talking about goals this episode.
Right.
A-E-I-O-U is a word.
No.
Be quiet. So, anyways, don't compare yourself at all. Are we gonna name this episode AEIOU?
That's exactly what
the name of the fucking episode. Yeah, you'll never stay encouraged if you look to the sides. Just look forward and only look to the sides to look for guidance, to look for mentorship. That's the only way, and to look for other people that are doing the same thing that you're doing.
Yeah,
Last
fuck
question.
them. Fuck
that.
them.
Fuck them.
What the fuck you worry about somebody else's shit for? I don't even. It's like real. Like if he go fuck her, you ain't gonna fuck her too.
Wait, what?
What?
Nigga.
I'm
Oh
just
my
saying.
God. What? Next question.
Next question. My father has repeatedly cheated on my mother. Yes, she continues to stay. After this,
Duh.
Those are her.
You know what I'm saying? She want to keep the family together.
What the fuck? What-
Only people that leave is if you don't really want the family to stay
Right.
together, asshole.
Good
after this most recent incident, I want nothing to do with my father. I don't want him in my son's life. How do I maintain my relationship with him after losing respect for him when my
You
mother
mad at him
stays?
because of his meat?
But not only that,
It's
I
his
think-
meat.
I
Ain't him.
think that it's so to me. And again, we don't have all the details.
Mhm.
To me, she could be looking at it as cheating, but she may not know what type of understanding or relationship her and her dad have made.
Right. I went through this, and I don't know. I wonder if she's getting what I got. When my father was repeatedly cheating, my mother would come to us and cry and complain and say how hurt she was. So she's probably feeling her mother's pain that her mom's
I
inflicting.
hear that.
And a parent should never do that. I know that was very hard. And for me, I just remember saying, you can go. If y'all break up, he's still my daddy. So I'm not going to sit here and tell him I don't love you anymore or I don't want to be close to you anymore because you sticking your dick in other places. Whatever my dad
That's
did with his
meat.
dick has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
their relationship, and I know that it caused a strain, with other of my siblings because of it, because a parent was putting their pain and their relationship onto their kids, and they should never do that. Like, I would never go to Ayana and say about any issues that him and I are having.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
none of her business, and that she's still a child.
Yeah.
So she is probably seeing her mother's pain and projecting that, like, she's feeling it. But you can't let that happen because your mom is staying at the end of the day. And that's your mom's choice to stay. And when you're mad and your mom's out there sucking his dick anyway.
That's kind of how I feel.
I think that meat
about,
making her stay, y'all. Yeah,
like,
meat making
people-
your
That
mom stay.
hey, that dad's meat is
like,
fire.
I don't feel bad for people, and I probably shouldn't say this, but like friends who I've had who are in abusive relationships and come and cry to me and
ouch.
then stay. You're choosing
Enough is
to
enough.
stay.
Yeah.
So until you decide to leave, then you can't sit here and think I'm gonna feel
Yeah.
any sorrier for you than
Yeah.
what you feel for yourself.
I
And
feel
if you
you.
don't want better for yourself, I'm not gonna put all of that onto me to want better for you.
That's
if
like
you're
when you
not
have
doing better
friends
for you.
that are always talking to you about the cheating boyfriend. He cheated again and crying. You get to a point where you're like, bitch.
Then leave. If you're not
Stop
gonna leave,
talking
I
to me
don't
about
wanna hear
him.
about it.
After I beat him up and you go back, I'm never doing it again.
Yeah, see?
And I had times to where, oh, he did this, he hit me and stuff like that. Like, me and I'm gonna go sit a couple young boys. Listen, just tell him that he hit your car door and just beat the shit out of him. You ain't gotta know if it's about to be that.
But no, and then
You know
they
what
go
I'm talking
back.
about? And then
And
when
then-
she go back,
Yeah.
oh, we ain't going
all
back to
respect
see
is-
again.
is lost.
I ain't
Like, I'm
fucking
not
with
gonna
you
do
no
this
more.
with
I
you
had
again.
a friend that literally it was domestic violence. She would call me and crying. We were very, very close. We don't talk as much, barely at all. I pulled up to the house to the point she's calling me, crying, screaming. I called the cops, but I pulled up with my gun. And I had so much love for her that I'm like, he's about to kill her. So I have to help her. And I must have been 20, I was young, 23, 24. I pull up with a gun and she's just like, no. The cops get there. She lies and said nothing had happened. I could have gone to jail. I could have killed this man for you. And at that point, I said, I can't be friends with you anymore because you stayed with him.
You gonna kill this man for this guy?
I was close. I know. Don't you tell everybody I got bad aim, babe.
I'm about to say.
She ain't killing nobody.
She ain't killing nobody, nigga.
I told him I'm not the greatest shooting at the paper. I gotta shoot at a person.
Oh,
so I wanted him to be my target, but he said no.
The paper.
No,
She forgot about that.
It's right.
I ain't getting the lions ones or the little deer or a snake.
It's a fucking person on
A
the
whole
paper. It's a whole
person.
body, nigga.
Listen.
You had it too far, baby.
Okay, your aim
Yeah.
is off.
All thing you gotta do is step to the side, sir. You'll be okay. Believe me.
But no, I put myself in harm's way. I put others in harm's
I get
way
what you're
for
saying.
her to go back, and I had to literally step all the way back from that friendship and said I can't be here anymore.
So yeah, to me, the person writing the letter, it's not fair for her to not only be taken on pain, but feel like she has to choose or treat any of the parties differently because of their relationship.
Right.
So-
You shouldn't have to choose sides. That's your dad. That's
Yeah,
your
your
mom.
pop.
Let their relationship stay there.
Right. I met all of my mom and daddy's different boyfriends
People.
and girlfriends.
yeah,
all
and you're
that.
gonna regret it if something happens to your father and you having him.
Experience is a big teacher in life.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
your father's not gonna be here forever. And I can speak this from experience. If your father leaves and you're angry with him because of something he did to your mom, not even to you, you're gonna regret that and you're gonna wish you had built that relationship
It's not
more.
cool that moms do that to kids because
not.
even when he's young, a lot of people's situations, the kids stop liking the father, and right away, I'm a mama's boy, so my mama,
my goodness,
yeah, and my mama would tell me that my dad did something. I'm looking at my dad like, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? You better get right. Like, if my mama got a problem with you, fam, I got a problem with you. So
You would get involved?
yeah, my mama, I'm a mama's boy, man.
But
That's a lot of boys.
But that's where it's not fair.
Yeah,
because,
it's not.
Even with
I'm going through it
I was
now.
about to say, even
Yeah.
with what you're going through now, unfortunately, like there's a lot of times where you become the mama's boy because she is keeping you from building a relationship
Right.
with your dad.
Yeah.
And so anything about your dad that you could truly have a bond with, you don't. Because
Me
of
and my
their
dad,
relationship.
peace. Me and my dad, cool as hell. Like, me and my dad ain't got no problem with my dad. That's my dude. But when it comes down to Mama Dukes, fam,
You're such a mama's
peace,
boy.
bro. What are you talking about? And that's a lot of dudes. Like, Mama Dukes is Mama Dukes. Mama is Mama.
But I
bro.
think some women take advantage of that when it comes to their
Oh,
sons.
no, for sure. And it
Let me get the
sucks. And it really sucks right there, man.
Oh,
And it sucks. It's really not cool, man, because the father is very, very important in your
so
life.
important, especially for a little boy.
Woman, for a baby and a boy. You know what I'm saying? The father is very important. So if y'all could have any reason to try to keep that relationship strong and let the parents go through whatever they're going through, try to make that happen because it's very, very important. Like she also said, we're not going to be here forever. They're not going to be here forever. And you don't want to regret something because you sit there and, oh, they went through something. You took on somebody else's burden or somebody else's shit that they ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
So continue to worry about your own shit, suck the dick that you sucking, and get fucked by that dick, and don't worry about their shit because your mama is not leaving that dick.
Especially don't keep your grandson from a grandfather. Like, that's the best relationship that there is.
Come on, get out the way, baby.
I know.
Get out the way. I mean, certain things you might not like, and again, like Mandii said, we don't know the whole gist of everything.
They might have an open marriage at some point in time.
Yeah, but again, she might see some real disrespect that
Yeah.
you might be like, you know what, Dad, I can't fuck with you for that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I find out that my dad was fucking one of my mom's friends or the missionary
Like
in the
you?
church, shut up.
So you can fuck your mom's friends, but your daddy
Shut
can't?
the fuck up.
Bro,
You can't
you
tell us
see what I
motherfuckers
mean?
nothing,
Let me
man.
I'll get the edit mark.
Nah, we
Jesus
ain't
Lord.
shit.
But still, if I find out, I'm like, Dad, man, you couldn't fuck the lady in Miami or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want my dad to do
Because
that.
you think it's better
No,
to...
I think you're supposed to respect who you're with. If you
This
if
is something
you do
I
happen
hate that
to-
you say.
I understand. I say it too. But it's like, let's keep it 1,000. If I am ever going to fuck up or do some bullshit, I'm going to try my best not to ever
My
let
daddy
you
been
find
trifling.
out.
He fucked all my mama friends.
That's what
Yeah, niggas ain't shit. And they weren't
No, no,
together.
No,
and
but
I-
he's
and I-
saying
and I
that
wouldn't be-
he won't do a friend. He'll do somebody in another state.
No, I'm just saying, if I was to ever do anything, and I'm in a real committed
You
relationship
ain't gonna
as a
find out.
marriage,
That's all he tells
that's
me.
what I'm trying to make sure. Like, listen, I don't want you to hurt. You see what I'm saying? That's what any man should do. That's what I do my
So let me
brother-in-laws.
ask you, if that's your thought process,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't want to hurt, why do something that'll hurt her in the first place?
I don't have the urge to do it.
But if in a man's mind,
This
they-
is men
they-
I'm saying, not
they-
me.
They go about doing something and they want to keep it secret
Come on, baby, I'm good.
so that the woman isn't hurt.
Yes.
Why do it in the first place if you know it's something that if it got out would make the woman hurt?
All right, but again, which in the dark is definitely gonna come to light. That's why you just can't do it at all.
Everything
You know
that
what
is
I'm
that
saying?
Uh-huh.
comes to light.
So and I had to learn that. You know what I mean? I'm Mr. Motherfucking Sneaky. You know, I'm a Virgo. So I was like,
Are you?
I was able to, maneuver around and do certain things. And I was like,
Tell me
even with
more.
me doing that, shut up. Even with me doing that, I still was getting caught out this motherfucker because girls is all MacGyvers.
No, it's because you didn't give a fuck.
And no, it's not that I didn't give a fuck. Regardless, I could have been in Zamunda and motherfucker was calling me talking about, yo, literally in Zamunda in Africa somewhere, and they know I was getting pussy over there by somebody. I'm like, how the fuck do you know this shit?
That's funny.
And this shit was real. I could have been somewhere else. I know states away, and I was still getting caught up. And I was like,
Well, don't get
these
caught up now.
motherfucking girls is fucking MacGyvers. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking MacGyvers.
Fucking MacGyvers.
They were MacGyvers.
No, or maybe you're just a terrible liar.
I mean, I again, like you said, it was totally, you know what I'm talking about? So it was like,
What's next?
We're gonna wrap up with my shit talk, and it's actually a confession that I have for you, Mandii, because I feel like he's gonna tell you one day anyway.
Yeah, we probably gonna tell you. Am I involved
he
with this?
threatened me to tell you. Kind of. No, not really.
About what?
Let me hear this.
I want to know.
I
He
wanna
was
know
gonna tell
too.
you.
I don't even know yet. Listen,
No,
let me
it's
tell
not that
you.
bad. It has to do with the same shit that y'all have been talking about this whole entire episode. But I feel like one day he's gonna say it, and you're gonna go the fuck off because I
What
didn't tell
happened?
you. So I landed in Jersey last week,
Oh,
and I landed on Monday, and we were supposed to go to Friendsgiving that we were going together.
Okay.
So I landed at 3:30. I got the car around 5 o'clock.
Mhm.
I was supposed to be with you, pick you up by 7 o'clock. I was literally probably about 30 minutes away from the house, but there was traffic. It was 5 o'clock traffic, so it was going to take a little bit longer. And I put the address. Let's say the address is 500 Webster Avenue, Teaneck, New Jersey. So I put 500 Webster Avenue. I mean, now I've put this address on there plenty of times on my GPS, so it usually pops up, right? So it popped up 500 Webster Avenue. So I clicked on it. And boom, it says 45 minutes. Perfect. That's, with traffic, it sounds about right, 45 minutes. So I'm driving, and I get there, and I'm on the phone. And I'm on the phone with, I don't know who I was on the phone with. And I'm like, it says I'm 9 minutes away. And then it says I'm 2 minutes away. And I'm like, man, this does not look familiar at all. And I look to the left, and there's a lot of water. It's a big body of water. So I look around. Bitch, I'm in 300 or 500 Webster Avenue, Staten Island, New York.
Bro, are you kidding me?
I want to call you so bad. I said, can we please call her?
Are you kidding me?
Listen,
She went from the airport to Staten Island.
from Newark to
Newark!
Jersey
From Newark.
to Staten Island.
No. I'm glad you.
The
Dog,
thing
this
that-
is really
here's the
problem she
thing.
has.
I'm going through this bridge,
It's
and I'm
huge.
like, this
It's
bridge
horrible.
is so beautiful. I've never seen it before going to his
Me
house.
neither.
Bitch, I've lived in New York for 7 years and I've never been to Staten Island.
I've never been to Staten Island.
Who goes there?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Her.
saying?
Her.
Whoa. So I was
She
so
did?
scared.
She
So
was
now,
like, what?
so when I realized where I am, I call him, and he's like, damn, but from JFK. And I was like, nah, I landed in Newark. So I'm like,
So
all
I'm
right.
thinking JFK. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You're a little
No,
retarded.
you were in Jersey.
She was in Jersey and drove to
Oh.
New York.
Well, I'm going to share something
No, but
with
wait.
the podcast. Wait, because it has to
Wait,
do with this.
wait.
When you get your bill for your tolls next month, we went through about 15 trying to get home the other night. We went from New York to Jersey, back to New York.
Yo,
We
why
ended
you lying? Baby, she's
Unbelievable.
lying.
Your
Baby, I
tolls-
promise you
Your
she's
tolls
lying.
next month is going to be extremely high. It took us an hour and like 12 minutes to get home after, but we kept going through tolls, and I said, he's gonna see all these tolls. And she's like, well, let me make sure it's in the window. So I'm going to tell you that because she got lost while we were coming home from the studio the other night.
I'm gonna tell
I
you
did,
this
we
right
didn't
now.
get lost. Baby,
This
that's not
girl
true.
Been making me spend money
I know.
over.
I know.
I got a ticket every single night till they booted the fucking
I
car.
know. Well, I thought you lied and said that your mom had
No,
unpaid
it was, but this enhanced it.
It was like his mom's plus every night.
And plus, I got a ticket every night.
No one told you to keep parking in the same
That was the
spot.
best
There's nowhere
$1,000
else.
boot you ever had in your life.
Bro, that's awful.
This is the best $1,000.
I'm like, yo,
he
man.
was just doing this for arroz con pollo and shrimp because she ain't really switch up dinner at all summer.
No, she be cooking empanadas.
I don't
She
cook
ain't no
empanadas.
goddamn
Stop lying.
empanadas.
That's all she know how to
told
make.
everybody on
That's
Bully
your
and the Beast.
empanada mama.
When have I ever made an empanada?
Didn't we go to Empanada Mamas a lot?
We did go
We
there.
went to Empanada Mamas all summer.
Your name
That
is
was-
Empanada Mama.
Don't call me that.
No, her. That's all she know how to make.
She ain't never even baked them shit.
He just be lying. So yeah, I want to tell you that I lied to you a few times, and he was threatening to call
I know
you.
do.
I want to tell you that.
The
so
next
bad.
time she do some bullshit, you could call me and be like, "How do I deal with this?" Because
Well,
that's all
no,
you kept saying
'cause
the whole time I was at
You
the
were
house.
like, "What's your ETA?" And I'm like, "I'm almost there. Traffic is so bad." And you're like, "Yeah, it is traffic time." And I'm like, "Woo!" She has no idea.
Mind you, thank God, although Friendsgiving was hosted by a white man, they ran on CP time.
Yo,
So it started at 7.
thank
We
God.
didn't get there until 9:15, and we was still fairly early
Oh,
compared to
peace.
people.
yeah,
Wow.
thank
We were
goodness.
2 hours late, but on time.
On time,
Word.
definitely on time. So everything happens for a reason.
Definitely for her. 'Cause
Everything
she's
happens-
really on
She
on
ended up
drugs.
in
Like, listen,
Staten
she tried to drive
What are you gonna say now?
from Charlotte from Target.
I don't
If you
like being in the
get
car with her.
fuck out of here.
I just wanted to
You
drive.
can't
You
drive
can't
me
drive. You don't
nowhere.
know directions. You can't order tickets. You can't
You,
book
you,
flights.
you know what her right is? That way.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, I booked him a flight before to the in the wrong airport.
No, Wax, we were 2 minutes from your house. She just made a turn just because she felt like turning,
Told me to
and
come
we ended up
outside.
9 minutes away
She
from
kept
your
telling me
house.
to come outside.
Yeah, she told you that.
So I'm standing out in the cold like, what the fuck? Where are you at, y'all?
Yeah,
I took the wrong turn.
she just turned just because I said, Carla, did I tell you?
It
to
looks
turn?"
like it. Talk about it. It looked like it. GPS is right there. It looks like it over there.
I said, bro, we're 2 minutes away. We ended up 9 minutes away because she just decided.
Yeah.
I told her whatever the word is.
What?
Yeah, one of the words. She turned down another.
Oh yeah. It
Street
sounded
with
like
the
it. They
same-
both started with a P.
Pussy.
You know, God damn it.
Anyway,
Dick
I-
and dingaling. Hey.
same thing.
No, it's not when it comes to street spit.
Anyways, babe, I know they know where you're from, but tell them what your show is for those that might not know which they
My
do.
show is Bully and the Beast podcast. I
He's the
am the Beast. I'm no longer escorting, so holiday time. I know that these girls. No, because she
No,
fucked,
our
she
last
fucked my money
episode,
up.
our last episode, he was
Yeah.
selling his meat.
Man, she fucked my money up. Like this whole time right now, Thanksgiving, I turned down 2 dates. Because no girl, like, at the end of the day, girls around holiday time, one thing you don't want to do is go to your parents' house with no date. Everybody know at least, oh, so she just getting fucked? Because we know you getting dick. So, oh, this guy is good enough to fuck you, but he's not good enough to at least show up to your family house
Terrible.
for fucking Thanksgiving and Christmas. So if he wasn't with you for Thanksgiving, he better be with you girls for Christmas, okay? Because you're just a fucking hoe. He's just using your pussy. If he don't go to fucking Thanksgiving and Christmas with you, your pussy is just good.
Good thing I don't go anywhere.
Oh no,
I don't go for I don't do family, and the nigga I'm currently talking to lives on the other side of the country. So
I'm saying you got to get invited to at least one. You know what I mean? He wanted, if your pussy good enough, he wanted to like show everybody that your
well,
shit good.
the Super Bowl.
oh,
weekend
so you
count?
take
I think-
somebody to show people that their pussy's good?
That's about it. What the fuck else we gonna take on?
Whew, Jesus. Well, this is what
I'm
I got
dead.
myself into. If you guys don't remember, rate and review the podcast on iTunes. If you can, you can do it on an iPhone, an iPad, on your computer, desktop. If you have iTunes, what are you doing? Share it with your friends, and this is probably like the most that you guys will see of us and the relationship, because I do want to keep what we have sacred. We
Yeah,
kept
get out
it.
the
Bye.
way.
That nigga
That-
been on your IG
No,
live,
no.
on your Instagram
Mm-mm.
story every time he in
What I'm-
Florida. Now you in Jersey. She lying.
What I mean by that, there's
She lying.
I'm
Who's
very
this?
open. I'm an
Right.
Who is
open
this?
book, but there's
And I'm
certain-
not.
You're
She
not.
know not. And I'm like,
You're
oh, we out the
definitely
way. I'm
not.
like, who the fuck you want to lie with these motherfuckers again? Like,
This
and
is
I
just
keep it
live.
1,000.
Nigga, it's only 12 people, but now because she be talking about you, it'd be like 24.
Yo,
So she be like, yeah.
yo, come on, yo.
No, I've always been an open book, and I've always talked about my relationship, but I know that there's a certain amount of us that I want to keep.
Yeah,
I loved
relax.
I loved how in the beginning nobody knew, and I think it allowed us to get to where
That's
we are now.
dope. Exactly. That's where we are now.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, now y'all about to have all the savage
Yeah.
shenanigans. It's about to get a
It
bumpy
actually
road.
hasn't, it hasn't been bad at all.
no, you know,
They
no,
ain't
no, it
They
shouldn't.
ain't listen to this yet.
No, they heard even worse. Charlemagne, like trolling,
Yeah.
you know, and still even then, it hasn't been bad at all.
Yeah,
So-
I'm really, really surprised that all the good feedback that we've been getting.
What?
I'm tired as hell.
You're so tired.
Nigga, I'm tired. I hope y'all taking me home. We're not going ice skating no more.
Yeah, I'll take
What?
it.
I mean, I'm going motherfucking get some
We
sleep.
can't go ice skating no more.
No.
man.
And I just thought about it. You thought traffic was bad. Bitch, that skating rink on a holiday weekend on a Saturday? Don't nobody want to do that shit.
Number one.
Fucking tripping.
Nobody wants to take me
she's
anywhere. I don't
on
understand.
drugs. She don't understand. This is Black
This is New
Fridays.
York, bro.
This, yo.
Period.
What's wrong with her?
Somebody
Yo?
take me somewhere.
You should have seen me in the car with her. Like, she's like, I didn't know. Hold the fuck on. What do you mean you don't know?
I didn't know.
Y'all have fun. You know what? Fuck her in the closet. Be adventurous.
And here?
talking
Get
about?
out of the bed. No, not in here, bitch. When y'all
Oh,
go
I'm
home
looking
after
at the
you
closet
drop
like, baby, we going in that closet?
me off- You're not. This is my
Hold on,
workspace, please.
Hold on, excuse me. You don't think we fucked in the closet all over the place? What are you talking about?
I mean, I'm just trying-
We
she
fucked
wants
all over your whole house.
Yo, she's talking about, yes, everywhere.
Bitch, you almost caught us one time. And we were talking about confessions.
Amazing.
Okay, we're not gonna
Yo,
do
you
this.
were really good, though.
Mandy,
Right.
the
Thank God that
scariest time of my
motherfucking
life.
lock was on that door.
The scariest
Like, you
time of
bust
my-
right in, too. Like,
I didn't know where my pants were.
See, can y'all stop?
right on your kitchen
Really?
sink.
Oh,
Can y'all stop?
Right on your
This is why I
countertop.
have to have a maid so that they use bleach.
Oh,
and
I hope they
disinfect everything.
They
the
bleached it.
whole
it was
counter.
a puddle on the floor, and I was like, I hope
You
she don't
stepped
cook.
you stepped in the puddle.
Y'all are both disgusting.
You thought it was fucking
And
water on the
see,
floor.
this is not why I became an adult. I did not become an adult for my friends to fuck all over my house.
And listen,
Baby.
at one time we just literally finished. You just came and plopped on the bed like, and I'm over here like, whoa.
I know that's when we played Hangman.
No, it was
Yeah,
a different
and I
time.
told
And you
you.
told me that I was laying in a puddle.
No. It was a time you really were laying in a puddle.
Really gross. How
Yeah,
about that?
like,
How
yeah,
about
you
we
like-
sign off?
You was really laying in the
How about we
puddle.
sign off? Guys, thank you for tuning in. I will no longer be on this podcast for the remainder of its duration of time.
What that mean?
Nigga, I done been on her show enough. And I honestly can't stand her opinion on anything. So we will no longer be doing this. If you guys want to listen to us argue, it's on Patreon.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, we'll have to finish that one day.
No, we're not finishing.
Oh,
They're
shut
gonna get like
up.
40 minutes.
Love you, guys. Bye.
Bye.
A-E-I-O.
Whew. Well, I'm glad that's over. I had such a good time. We revealed a lot, but it's part of, our lives and our platforms. But I'm going to leave you guys with a clip from a Patreon episode, bonus exclusive episodes that we record. And this is actually with Wax. If you want to join our community, I have 1 or 2, depending on your tier, bonus episodes a month. Join me, join the community. I actually get to open a little bit more during our Patreon community. I can give you guys sometimes day-to-day how I'm feeling, memoirs, video content. So this episode specifically, you guys can watch the video and what was going on. So again, join us. It's patreon.com/shit I'm 30. I will tag it in the episode notes. And here is the clip. Enjoy.
Now me and you won.
Mm-hmm.
You think I would sit there and how you meet somebody I fucked before?
You better not. Or, yeah, you can, but you just got to tell me. I don't mind you saying or introducing me to somebody. But you just got to tell me beforehand, yo, I fucked this person.
I fucked this person. Yeah, we about to go around this person. That mean I don't need interaction.
There might be
like
a
that.
reason why.
Yes.
If it's a work function or if it's
That's what
a
I'm
party,
saying.
like
That's
if we're
what
at
I'm
the party
saying.
and they're there, just tell me. I don't mind being around them. Just tell
Man,
me beforehand.
Same
so I don't
here.
look stupid.
Same here. Don't have me look stupid. Y'all two eyeing each other, and I'm like,
Nah, I don't want to hear inside jokes. I don't want. Or if there is one, I'm already aware of it.
thank you.
That's it. I'm
Same
not gonna
here.
get mad if you told me what it was.
Now, if you tell me like, yo, me and this dude has something before, and he probably gonna be there, I'm like, all right, well, I'm not going,
Why?
because I don't want to be around nobody that you fuck.
That's stupid.
I am.
It's dumb.
I'm sure not the only guy. No,
No, you're
listen,
the only one. That's stupid.
Well, guess what? I am definitely one of the stupid guys because I know once if I fuck you before, I can fuck you again.
Yeah.
Wax could definitely anybody
Okay,
I
Wax,
smashed.
because you're just that fucking amazing.
It ain't got to be about amazing. It's just that whatever feelings that she got, I could say whatever I got to make her open her legs up for me before. Whatever combination I put to make her open her legs up for me before, I could put that same combination
No,
in.
you can't, because you can definitely change that combination. Like
I'll figure the combination
Dudes
out.
that fucked me before can't come to me right now and say let's smash, and I'll let them smash. Why? Because
That's
I'm not into
them.
that.
You are for somebody different.
No, because I'm in love. So it's like when I'm in love, I don't have eyes for anybody else.
Sounds good.
Fuck you. When you're in love, you don't have eyes for anybody else.
Sounds good.
Oh, whatever.
Like I know these girls definitely in love with their men and would never fucking leave their man.
They're not.
They would never leave their man for me. Not one of these girls will leave their man who's holding it down. Listen,
you're not gonna hold them down.
It don't matter. Exactly.
So why would they leave their men?
Exactly. But they in love with these motherfuckers. They love their men.
So, whatever.
They love their men.
Sex is not that important to me.
I get it, but again, you're saying these girls, sex is very important to them.
I guess so. Sex
is really important in a lot of relationships.
No, I'm not saying that it's not important in relationships. I'm just saying sex is not that important to me to where I have to go and fuck somebody else.
Well, a lot of girls it doesn't.
I don't know. I think it's just girls that you've dealt with. That's it. Girls that you've dealt with, and you've attracted a certain amount of scumbag girls. Period.
I mean, I think you're a scumbag. You cheat on your man. I think you're a piece of shit. That's how I fucked them like that. I fucked them
so
like you're a piece of shit ass bitch.
You were attracting scum.